evening. Shut up! Are you gonna keep quiet? All right then. Who's heard the one about old Annie? No one?
Tell us.
I will. It's not in the Old Testament, but it'll be in the next one. It's sort of a Christmas story, because her name was Annie Christmas. She was from these parts. She was a big old girl. Miss Annie. What a wonder. 300 pounds and 6'8". In her bare feet, Annie Christmas. She could drink and she could fight. She had a curly black mustache. She was famous on the river. She was madly in love with a wild gambling man. That was Charlie. How she loved him. But old Charlie, he didn't even notice her at all. Until one day, what a one day, then she wore a very special necklace that proved that she was tough and reckless. With a bead for every ear and nose, she had bitten off, as the story goes, when she fought every man who ever did her wrong, and the necklace was already 30 feet long. And the upshot was, oh, Charlie was impressed, and the next thing you know, they were married. What a wedding! And the next year she gave him a dozen sons at once. They were giants, what a wonder! And before they were 6, they were 7'4" in their bare feet. They were giants, and they carried Miss Annie on their shoulders like a prize. She was beaming like an angel, with a mustache, and she always wore that special necklace, 'cause it proved that she was tough and reckless. With a bead for every ear and nose, she had bitten off, as the story goes. It's a fabulous tale. And she always wore that special necklace, 'cause it proved that she was tough and reckless. With a bead for every ear and nose, she had bitten off, as the story goes. And the moral is, 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 I don't know! You listening? Old Charlie went out to the gambling hall, and he started to play on the roulette wheel, with a quarter on the red and his head in his hands, as he watched and he waited till the ball came to rest. Old Charlie never moved, he just let his money ride. Then the red won again, and again, and again. It won 16 times before they found out he'd been dead. For the whole time, what a wonder, he was dead, but still a winner. Imagine the shock and the stunning loss of pride. For the house had been losing to a man who had died. And there's gotta come a time when we've all gotta go. You start out always fast, but the end is always slow. And the moral is, and the moral is, and the moral is, and the moral is. When Miss Annie found out, she put a gun to her head. It was loaded, 16 bullets. She was all dressed in black, she had her necklace on. When she fired 16 bullets, her sons put her in a coffin and then put it in a hearse. It was drawn by 16 horses, and they all got on a boat and they drifted out to sea. To see a fallen angel whose fall was over. A fallen angel with a mustache. there's gotta come a time when we've all gotta go. You start out always fast, but the end is always slow. And there's gotta come a time when we've all gotta go. You start out always fast, but the end is always slow. And the moral is, and the moral is, and the moral is, it was their time to go, so they went. So many cries in the night that you try to ignore. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? So many unbroken chains, so many unsettled scores. You can say